Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, which means it's time for the Wednesday Whip. We're going to be jumping right into it, but we are talking about the same three things as always. And yeah, it should be kind of fun. Now, on to what should be in Rack 1 is these little guys. This is a third party kit. It comes with all three of these. And if you guys want to see me do a review of this later on, let me know in the comments because they needed a lot of work and I have a lot of opinions about them, but I did enjoy the build process. So yeah, feel free to hit me up in the comments and let me know if you guys want to see a review on them. And I'll be glad to break it down and explain everything that had to be done and how I fixed the numerous problems that I came across, while still talking about the good things for them. Next up, in Rack 2, we have this guy here. Now, if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you have seen him before. He is finally back in the block. I'm going to be taking pictures of him today so I can load them up into my graphics editor and start figuring out a color scheme. And to be honest, it's nice to have him back in the block. It will be nicer once this project is finished. But I still absolutely love the way he looks. Okay guys, so now we're going to be talking about all the side projects, because there are quite a few of them. So I'm going to have to give you guys a different angle, because it's too much to see from where you guys are currently sitting. I didn't think this through, so here we are. So at the moment, the new Riser project is currently at a standstill. With any luck, I will be continuing on them this evening after I get home from work. Unfortunately, it's a long process to do the rest of it and then secure it into place, so I'm kind of hesitating on it. That's usually where I procrastinate. But with any luck, I'm hoping to get these started on getting painted, these things here, and then paint these bases up for these two since they're ready to go already. Wish me luck. So, as you guys can see from this folder, I got some stuff in both project racks, which makes sense if you guys have noticed that, the Justice Gundams aren't there anymore. And to be honest, those projects, both of them, came together a lot faster than I thought they would and are now complete and ready for upload, although that one doesn't have the right file name. I will have to fix that. But they're ready for upload, and they should already be uploaded into my storage, I think. I'll have to double check now that one's not right, because that concerns me. Okay, guys, so now we're going to talk about community. And to this block's credit, it's going to actually be a bit more than just community. To start off, the communities I'm in are doing great. There has been a argument going on within the Gunpla community here on TikTok. And it's not really an argument, it's more of a discussion. But really what it all comes down to is perspective. How you perceive something, how you look at something is going to affect how you engage with it. And that's very much happening here. I'm not going to go into much more detail than that because I don't want to stir up drama that doesn't need to be stirred up. But, keeping an open mind would help eliminate a lot of these but for lack of a better term, arguments that are going on within our community. Moving on to the next thing, I want to talk about these little guys again. So, I think I stated it in the first part, but if I didn't, if you guys want to see a more in-depth review of these little things, please feel free to let me know. I'd be more than glad to take these guys and give you guys an in-depth review and explain the fixes I had to do to them, because I did have to do a lot of fixes. But to talk about them with you guys, especially as somebody with a massive love of SD Gundams, I would definitely have a SD focused perspective on these little guys. So that could be useful. Now, as far as what these guys are for, because I know I mentioned that they are for a future project. One of my favorite shows before, one of my favorite shows earlier in my marriage was SD Gundam Force. It came out, I thought it was a fun show. It's probably what inspired me to love SD Gundams as much as I do, because I've seen they could be a little bit quirky. And so there was a bit at the end, and if you know what that bit is, you probably know where these guys are going, because it fits, and I've left certain gimmicks in that will be fun for the audience, so to speak. Whenever I finally figure out how to incorporate them into it, that part's the tricky part. But that's what these guys are for. And like I said, if you've watched SD Gundam Force, if you know what came at the end of the show, you'll hopefully get a kick out of this. And I've been trying to figure out how to incorporate some more of my personality into these videos, just because I can be very goofy, but I also have to be very measured, because I say some out-of-pocket shit. And I don't want to... As much as I don't care if people get offended, at the same time, I don't want to be known as that guy. I already have that reputation in other places in my life. I don't need it here, too. That being said, I'm going to get off here. Oh, and real quick before I go, because I just remembered this. Keep an eye out this Friday, 4:30. The 2 new videos should be out at that time frame. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.